Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, where we are back in the bank. And there's a reason for this. There's lockboxes. I forgot about one of my contracts, which was rob a lockbox. And so I've come back in, made my way past the wall of light again, and then we're going down the flight of stairs that we didn't go down before, at any stage. We're heading down to where there's lockboxes and, by the look of it, an electrical floor. So let's do some robbery. Okay, I can see a way up there, so... Ooh, hello. Now, did we put on the bone charm that makes these buggers less perceptive? I think we did. So we can mark that guy. There's a guy on the floor over there, a security chief of some sort. What else is going on? Is that a lockbox? Maybe. So, oops. I meant to go back to display so we can get back all sneaky like. Something going on down there, but I think that's just the floor. And this bugger comes out, and then they walk down there.
Starting a commercial venture? Michaels and Associates can help.
They don't seem inclined to come that way. But there's no harm in waiting and seeing what they do next. Okay, yeah, they are going back. So I guess we're okay in here. There's a bone charm nearby. There's an individual. They don't appear to have any loot on them. 28th day of the month of high cold. That was the most important date in Dr. Galvani's life. So we know the code for his safe is going to be something like 281 or 282 and so forth. Corrupt bone charm. Good. Undeniable. Sword attacks can't be blocked. Damage taken is increased. Okay. So you go that way. Ah. That's probably fine. Yeah, we can be up here.
Michaels and Associates offers the best security in the aisles. Electrified floors.
So there's a lockbox over there, maybe. Number 3. I'm not sure. Is that a lockbox? No, but this one is. Cool. We'll loot something from that guy. So, 2-8. Cool, 287. 3 gold ingots. Bercy the bird. A Pandician bird. First of species to reach Crestonian shores. Grew quite tame. But then he died. Had him stuffed. Nice. Well done, Bercy. So, are there 2 more lockboxes behind where the Clockwork Soldier goes? Or are they elsewhere? That looks like it's a way to turn off the electrified floor. Which we're not that bothered about, really, because we don't need to go that way. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else down there along that route that the Clockwork Soldier takes. It just says lockbox is 14 meters. So one would assume they're all sort of over here. Ah, there they are. They're behind our man. So that one just opens. That one is Christopher Eorg. Do we have any information about Christopher Eorg? He gave us a code, didn't he, when we gave him the evidence for Jacoby's murder activities. So I guess we don't have that on us now. It seems a bit odd that it would give us the code in one mission and then not allow us to use it until the next mission, and yet not tell us about it. Oh, can we just craft bone sharps? I was wondering when we get the ability to do that. It looks like we might have just had it all along. That's good. Are we going to get the ability to craft bone sharps like multiple times? Can we sacrifice them all and then double up already on the traits, or did we need a thing to do that? I'll investigate that in a bit. Let's see. I just need to go through all of these to see if I can find the code. Okay, I couldn't find the code. So I just looked it up, because we were given the code last mission. So I think it's okay to look that one up. It turns out we've got what in here? Research for the article, interview with Teresia. I guess we didn't need to crack that safe because it didn't give us anything of merit. Then the contract was talking about a guy who had 315 coins to his name. I'm going to assume that that is his code. And it is. Morgan Yu. Name sounds a bit familiar. Now, I want to get closer, but I don't know how close we can get with this lad on the floor. There we go, we got the gemstone. That might be everything from in here. Bit of copper wire. Cool, so we might now be done with everything except the art connoisseur. So let's see if we can't make our way out of the bank without too much trouble. Now, where was that third way in and out? We came in via the roof. We left the first time via the sewers, but where was the sanitation room? I'm curious to see where that would take us. There we go, sanitation. So this does indeed lead to what I was expecting, really. Room behind here where we shot the switch. In case we want to get through, we'd have to be quick about it. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't lead anywhere spectacular, it just leads us back out here. And if we have a look around out here, we've got guards around probably. We've got a worker down there. A few guards. Where's there a worker down there? Could he be a useful person to semblance to leave the area? Maybe. Nothing terribly exciting going on in here by the look of it. That's cool. Just have a quick peek. Yeah, there's nothing going on in here, so that's fine. Oh, he then
able to open the hatches.
Immediately spots an access wrench. Can that be used to open this? As it says? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, can't see any way to open stuff with that, so... Oh well. And yeah, it seems that pulling our weapons back out has just put us back into Billy's sus form. So we'll need to be careful once again. Yeah, can we get out that way, or are there guards out there? I guess we can have a look, can't we? Yeah, that way looks guarded. Oops. Back to displays. Did we get away with that? I think we did. Cool, so we're at the bank. And there's our painting that we're after. So, what's going on? It's on a boat. There's a grenade. Delivery boat key. Where's that exactly? Oh, it's under the boat. Alright then. That might be the answer we're looking for. So, what have we got? Yep, there's a body with a key on it. And we're in. Rewire tool, always welcome. Bone shard. Mobile mimicry. That sounds like it's semblance related. Semblance drains less void energy. That could be good. If you want to use more semblance down the line. And there we go. So they have confirmed that the painting was an original work of the Duke. Yes, there are a handful of paintings on the market, apparently by the Duke, that are technically proficient. This isn't one of them. So somebody might well be aware that the Duke was in fact a fraud and that the other paintings were not his at all. But either way, it's probably time to go back and see if Dowd is in fact dead. Let's just double check. Contracts done. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back to the black market because I want to see if we can buy anything useful before we leave. Oh, I can speak to Teresia again whilst we're here.
I got one of your father's paintings at the auction. Maybe you'd like it as a keepsake?
No, thank you. It only brings bad memories. Father's obsession with the void is what got him killed.
Interesting. So she doesn't want the painting. So he was the one who was being drained on that audiograph that we heard. And so the message of Spare Teresia presumably came from him because, yeah, that's what he would want. Oh yeah, we left a guard up here, didn't we? That's cool. Now there were a couple of guards going up and down those stairs, so we want to avoid them if possible. Just plonk back down to ground level down here so they don't see us. Water and sewerage. Oh, hello. Secure access wrench. We've got secrets. What we got? A rewire tool. Nice. Oh, nearly missed
I
that.
took over the shop recently. The previous owner had an accident.
Say what? Oh, hello. Black market, you say? I guess there's no codes around because there's no thing for codes to be entered on, but there's a button. We could probably deal with that, you know. Hag Pearl. It's quiet.
There's a burglar over here! Someone protect me!
Okay, so that worked.
Someone! Anyone!
But now we're looking for burglars. Has she gone to get help from the guard? Are they going to come down here? Is that how this works? Guess we don't need to play a guessing game, because we can just go up and see what's happening. The answer appears to be not a lot, so maybe we just pop in before she returns. If she's returning. She might not be. We could always knock her out if she does. And let's see what we can snatch. We could grab the extra
The poppy tincture is mine.
tincture
I'm
that we
sure
don't
I
need
can
now.
make up the loss at the bank.
Yep, thanks, Billy. Okay, it's not a huge amount to rob in here. Unless you count the stock. But the main thing is we've robbed the place. Well, someone is looking for us. But where are they looking? Probably fine. As long as they're not in here, we should be okay. Now if we come out this way, we're back near Skiff. Okay.
Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Whole lot of panic. We don't need to worry about that. And there we go, we finished the mission without killing anyone. One alarm was rung. Maybe that's the black market. But we were never detected. Didn't see a chief for that, but I think that's because the only chief for that is doing the whole game that way. We're not up to those standards yet. Missed 2 bone charms and a painting. Dang. But we got all the contracts. Repeat offender for robbing the black market twice. Yeah, we stole Galvani's safe, of course. Job well done, really.
I watched the fires burn all night. Smoke blocking out the stars. Water hissing as the hull of my old ship blackened around his body. Dowd, gone at last. How many tried to kill you and came no closer than I did all those years ago? How much coin was on your head, old man? Now no one but the Void can collect. For years, I imagined the outsider offering me his mark. Instead, he's given me the knife that made him. A weapon that can surely unmake him as well. I can't begin to understand his motives, but I know what Dowd wanted. And if he's got to wander the Void forever, maybe I can give him some measure of peace by ending this. As the dreadful whale burned to cinders, did the outsider laugh or just watch? Same as me. It's as fine a pyre as I could make. Farewell, Dowd. I'll finish what you started. I had that ship for years, and it burned away in hours. Dowd is dead, and Megan Foster died with him. One of the Eyeless, a painter and pharmacist, stole information about how to enter the Void. His name was Cienfuegos, and he was obsessed, just like the rest of them. But he went too far. Before the Eyeless killed him, he sent what he'd stolen to the curator of the Royal Conservatory. Maybe she could have helped him. He never found that out. The curator is gone, but whatever Cienfuegos sent her is still there. The Abbey of the Everyman has taken over. They've sent overseers and oracular sisters to search the place for heresy. I need to find whatever's left of the pharmacist's archive before they tear the conservatory apart.
Alright then, a lot of info there. Dowd is indeed gone, and so is our ship. We've got a nice map, and we're going to the
information I
conservatory.
need could be in the archives down in the conservatory basement, or in the curator's office. It'll be full of Abbey zealots either way.
So we've got the map of the area, Syria Gardens and the conservatory entrance, and we need to infiltrate somehow.
For jobs just like the bank. Watching houses from rooftops, stealing keys, bribing servants, sharpening our blades as we waited for the right moment. You were proud of what we could do. I knew that much. I never told you about my time in Karnaca. How I came to Dunwall. How the outsider marked me. And made me the man I was. As I look out on the water for the last time, I know none of that matters. Who I thought I was will end with me. All that will be left of me is your memories. You were the best I ever taught. Your betrayal was expected. For the lives we led then, you had no choice but to turn against me. But now, I find myself counting on you again. You have what you need. You will find out what to do. It's time, Billy. Kill the outsider. Remove this terrible power from the world. For everything we did, and everything it did to us. I could have died 100 bloody ways. But in the end, here I am, on your ship, sipping your last good whiskey. That's not so bad. Thank you, Billy. And farewell.
Yeah, there's worse ways to go. Especially if you're an assassin.
Only the outsider knows how long the Eyeless have kept their hideout a secret. I'll find out where it is.
So, the sisters are searching the conservatory after it was suddenly closed. An infestation of mites. Huh.
Even the Oracular Order is here. That's strange. They almost never leave their chapels.
And a page from Dolores' journal. Colt can never know he stole the documents they entrusted to me. Yep, otherwise she'd be boned. Secret void entrance, yep.
Some minds get fixed on one thing and never find a way out. Cienfuegos wanted to see the void. Well, maybe he's seen it now.
And then we got luggage. Stay at the Royal Conservatory. Okay, so I guess we can't do anything with that yet. Maybe that's how we're going to leave the area once we know what we need to know. A smile and a whisper. A few bits of lore. No more tobacco. No more liquor. Okay, so she's talking about Deirdre again, who we haven't actually met.
I'll finish what you started, Daud.
So now might be a good time to look at bone charms again and see what's going on with the crafting of them. So we can sacrifice bone charms and then we can rebuild them. So it doesn't matter if we sacrifice ones we're currently using, right? Because we can just learn the traits from them and then rebuild them. But we can't learn traits from the black ones. And we can't learn traits from the corrupted ones. But potentially we could still get whalebone from them if we wanted to. And there's a low and medium chance that they'll be corrupted if we go up to 4 traits. Okay. So what might we want to make? Movement is slightly faster in stealth mode seems like a great one to have on. And then we can just put that on up to 4 times. And this costs us what exactly in terms of whalebone? Movement is slightly slower with weapons sheathed. So it's corrupted, but in a way that I really don't care about because I'm rarely going to have my weapons sheathed. So I think we can just go ahead and equip that one. And we should now be... Oh yeah, that feels much faster. And yeah, it's quite a bit slower if our weapons are sheathed. So I guess we'll just have to keep our weapons out all the time. Oh no. Okay, requires 6 whalebone. So we can make another handful. We've used all of our Swift Shadow so that's fine. Move faster while carrying a body could be useful. We don't really have a lot of stuff that we really need a lot of. What if we just went 4 Undertakers? Okay, that one's not even corrupted. Amazing. So we will slip that on. And then we've got a few slots spare now as well. We could put Distracting Visit on. We could put Mobile Mimicry on. Wonderful. Now we've got contracts in a black market that aren't far away.
Work, brother. We need only record the heretical text we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered
There's
some
nothing I
troubling
can see
items
from
in
that
the
fire.
curator's office.
It's all ashes.
What now?
I need
Another
to check that ledger and see if what I
blasphemous
want is still here.
More bizarre cures for impotence? I tell you, I've seen enough take-one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime.
No, this was different. Sister Rosewind saw the archive's hiding place in a vision. She seemed deeply disturbed by what was in it, from what Brother Diaz told me. He heard her whisper, this could destroy the Abbey.
What? Stop this talk. It is nearing blasphemy.
Cool. We can help destroy the Abbey in some way. That would be wonderful. So we can drop down there. Where else might we want to go? So we've got that ledger that we want to check. Now that we've got the chi for being a pacifist on a level, we can go back to shanking people if we want. But I would still like to try and do it with at least a modicum of stealth. And then of course there's the black market to see as well.
Over here.
Hello.
What do you want?
It's Milani. He went into that building with the red poster over there. Said he wanted to check for something real quick like. Well, that was hours ago and he's not back. And with overseers crawling all over the place, I just know something bad happened.
You look tough. Why don't you go check on him?
Can't. Promised I'd stay put right here, out of harm's way. Lon says we can't risk us both getting hurt. Especially if... Please. Can you just go check on him for me? I'll make it worth your while.
Cool. We can do that. We can bring you his dead body. No.
Is there...
Okay, there's no way out of this area. That guy didn't really see us. That overseer, I should say. Bone charm nearby. That's
Open
good.
up! We know you're in there. Surrender and we won't harm you for entering a quarantined area. We'll just deliver you to the void. Open the door!
Yeah, they're gonna kill him.
No.
So, what does this person have to say? A stash of jewellery was left behind in their boss's apartment. So, there's nowhere to really hide in here. Oh yeah, there's up there. Yeah, you stay there, brother.
We saw you skulk into this place. We will find you.
Rinsing impurities from the mind and reveal yourself, criminal.
No. Dead. We'll need to write a report for Brother Cardoza. At least we found him before he began to smell.
Right, so that guy and that guy. Is it just 2? No, it's 3. Well, now it's 2. Oh yeah, we've got quick movement with a corpse in hand. That's good. Where'd the others go? I'm only seeing one of it. I'm sure I marked that guy. But I guess I didn't. Are you going to do anything other than just crouch there? Or do we have to distract you with a throwable?
Still no word from our sister.
There we go.
It sounded like Broken glass. I must draw strength from my brothers. For are we not as one?
Cool. So that's 2 down. That guy
Oh well.
is just going to go back to the door. Yeah. Cool. So I guess we can just repeat that once again, can't we? Piss, you didn't hear it. I guess I'll just throw it down there.
What's going on here?
Cool. That's them out of the picture. God, we're whizzing about now. With our Undertaker ability. Maybe I should just keep a body on me at all times so I can move around as fast as possible. Now we've also got a more leisurely approach to exploring this room. Unsteady Hand has been collected. Enemies will miss with fire projectiles more often. That's useful. To some extent. But we will sacrifice it. I wonder if the earlier levels would have been easier if I'd been sacrificing bone charms more frequently. Probably not, because we've only picked up 2 that we really want to use. Is there anything else in this building of merit? Let's have a poke. Health elixirs. Health elixirs are kind of useless on hard difficulty, because if you get seen, you're just dead. And then that just leads down to the street level, yeah? Should probably use Foresight again, because these guys are just sort of roaming about, and we don't like that. We'd rather know where they are. Also, because Foresight reduces their perception, that probably actually helps us. Courtney.
Please. I'm sorry. He didn't make it. But I found this letter with him. Thought you might want it.
No. Lonnie. Thank you. Here. Take this for your trouble.
Nonsense.
Thanks, but I'm good. You keep that.
Objective complete. Cool. Has it helped us in any way? Possibly. What? Is that guy just literally saying instead of real words? Maybe. We should probably shank him in the face and neck. But doing so is going to have to wait until next time. So, from Courtney and from me, thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you soon.